Marketers threatens increase pump price to that it may go above 617 naira. Now that it has been increased to 617 naira, now they threaten again that it may go up above this because of arbitrary levies from tanker drivers. Somebody just open his mouth and say, this is it, this is it. Other things that will follow. No, they didn't put it into consideration. Matters of pump price of petroleum motor spirit PMS has also caused petrol in Nigeria make good their threat of increase of 530 naira to 617 naira per litre. The marketers had earlier alerted the federal government of what they describe as acts of sabotage by haulage operators across the country. The said tanker drivers were imposing illegal charges on the marketers ranging from between 50,000 naira and 100,000 naira per 33,000 liters petrol tanker capacity. According to the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria (IPMAN), the charges were not only illegal but arbitrary and adding to operational costs borne by members. Confirming the developments to our correspondent, National President of IPMAN, Elder Chinedu Okoronkwo, warned that if federal government fails to prevail on the petroleum tanker drivers to stop the imposition of illegal levies on her members, it might lead to hike in pump price of petrol. He said a meeting of the Central Working Committee of IPMAN held recently in Abuja, during when they raised concerns on the implication of the action as well as informing the federal government and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) of the acts of sabotage being perpetrated by tanker drivers in the distribution of products. Okoroko said, "We want the federal government and NNPCL to be aware that petroleum tanker drivers is allegedly the number one enemy of fuel subsidy removal and deregulation." He said that the PTD had allegedly exhibited an act of sabotage on PMS distribution by levying IPMA members for each truck loaded at the depot. According to him, the charges are different depending on what depot the marketer is loading. The president further said the levy imposed on the IPMA members by tanker drivers had further depleted the little profit left for them to keep their fuel distribution business going, as a truckload of PMS initially cost them about 7 million naira to load, but with the subsidy removal had been pushed to about 23 million naira to load and transport the same products to their various fuel stations. And we have been fighting extortion by petroleum tanker drivers for about 10 years now, and we have been telling them that this market is based on profit, but our pleas had fallen on deaf ears. The tanker drivers, he said, have been extorting different amounts from our members, and in some cases charging 200,000 naira, which he said would have stopped with the removal of fuel subsidy. He disclosed that IPMA members make a profit of only 500,000 naira on each truck of PMS after making over 23 million naira, and which takes days of weeks to sell. Okoronko said the marketers also pay other logistics charges from the mega profits, like providing fuel for the truck that will carry the products, providing fuel for the engine that will carry lights at the station, and so on. And at the end of the day, they are left with about 200,000 naira or slightly above it. So in one hand, the government is making life uncomfortable for these marketers, because this issue of at the end of the day, if you want to narrow it down, it's all about Agbiru, what they are collecting. It's just like Agbiru collecting money from all these drivers. Of course, apart from the fuel that is being expensive, Agbiru will still come. You are still going to pay Agbiru, so they are going to put all of those costs inside this thing. So the same thing these marketers are experiencing. The same thing. On one hand, they are charging all these marketers, all these tanker drivers. You are charging them. They are still going to put all of those costs inside this already expensive fuel they are buying. They told them, they acted as if they didn't know nothing. So they are telling them this thing will continue to go up. Senior corruption has taken over. Of course, yes, they think they are wise. Nigeria is really a very big joke. Everyone that comes in as president doesn't care about the masses. He and his politician friends can afford anything no matter the increment. What of the poor masses, who their salaries remains the same, while you and your cronies are sharing millions amongst yourselves and losing us dry? My heart bleeds for Nigeria. If we ordinary people are not squeezed dry by this government of Pablo and Osama, they won't even stop. What have Nigerians done to their leaders to be punished by continuing these fuel increments while their subjects suffer abject poverty? APC, Dolly, up APC. This is too much for common man to bear. On May 30th, 2023, petrol price was taken from 192 per litre to 500 per litre 48 days after, hijacked to 637 naira per litre. What a country. God will judge you all because you have the nation pulse in your control. You never mind that what people, you don't know about what people are suffering. If I hear Pim, no be your Yoruba small gods Tinubu, Jagaban is working now. See these people, they will now look for who to blame. The next thing they will tell you that it will be that is the problem of all this for subsidy removal. Where is NLC? They were making noise when it was 511 naira. Now they have collected their palliatives and nobody is making noise anymore. We are watching. Don't blame the NLC because even you two people, Nigerians, you were on top of their neck. They should not go on strike. Oh, they should do this and that. They should. Everybody. I think some people are calling for revolution. Come out. You go and fight for yourself. Everybody fight for yourself. As this man desperately stealing people's mandate to punish Nigerians, God will judge you, Jagaban. Why is it that government really wants to suffer Nigerians, for Christ's sake, from say 165 to 617 naira per litre? Up them now. So guys, let's know what you think.